to your point, this is from, cutting kids on the farm, Kraft is corporate, correct? And then the added bonus to the marketing people, they would say, listen, we like them for events. You still got them,
Anybody's a country fan, UMass football, lacrosse championships. This is actually an event we have for 4 days, the end of this month, the lacrosse championships. The musket men shooting off in the end zone. Taylor Swift. Selfie time. This is our celebration of the 2014 Super Bowl championship. We'll be doing one similar to this this year on September 7th on the opening game. And then we have, this is one of our largest events we've ever had. So this is the Winter Classic. This process took from December 19th until January 1st. So from December 19th to January 1st, they set up the rink itself. We had a alumni game, we had the women's hockey game, and then we had the Bruins versus Canadians game on the ice. You guys will probably get this question. How do you think they got the ice out of the rink? This area is one of our most restricted areas on game day. Only credentialed staff, credentialed media are allowed down here. On concerts, it's still restricted, but this is one of our busiest areas. You have to think about all the people with the clothes. Every single area, this whole tunnel is used for wardrobe, makeup, every single place. And there's people running around crazy, switching all their uniforms off, running back onto the stage. So this is definitely a happening place during concerts. Sure, yes.
Sorry.
This is the visiting team locker room here. Right now it's double bell service. This is going to be the largest the rookies and non-assigned players will actually be using this area here as opposed to being inside the Patriots locker room. So somebody came in when they walked in, they was like, nice. You should see the Patriots locker room.
Then you'd really say nice.
So this locker room actually got a makeover about 5 years ago when UMass came here. So UMass went to Division I football. When they went to Division I football, their building, their stadium wasn't large enough for what Division I required them to have. So Mr. Kraft actually donated Gillette Stadium to him for the first 3 years. Man trying to squeeze himself into that little can of those. There was a movie a long time
Is it dead personal now? It went dead.
And one of the famous scenes is one of the famous getting North Dallas Ford.
I don't know if anybody's been here for a concert and sat on the field, but this is the terraplastic that goes over the field, and this is where we have the general admission. For Metallica, there's actually no chairs on the field whatsoever. There's just going to be 10,000 people standing on the field. Should be a pretty how it's going to go, but we don't get to make up those rules. So as you can see, as I was saying, he's manicuring the field now. So that's actually a scrubber that makes the whole field level, and it makes sure that all the pellets and sand in there are straight across the board. We can actually walk on you guys. Yes. Yeah, so we have 18 Reds home games. So you can see when you walk on the field, it's very, very cushy. And you can see in here, we have all these pellets. So this is the crushed rubber, and then we have the sand in there also.
So it's artificial.
Correct. Yes, the whole field is artificial, brand new. Week old. You can see in there you have sand pellet takes hundreds of pallets of sand, fills the field totally. Probably looks like it doesn't take that long. Fill it all in. They're still doing it now. So the last field only lasted a year.
Oh my god, it's so weird.
So I just think the amount of events we have, how many it takes. What does he think about putting the whole class down? They compacts the whole thing, and then these guys have to come and pretty much like comb your hair, comb your skin back up, break out any metal that's out there. So some of the things.
This is fucking awesome. I'm really freaking out. This is amazing.
Rand Whitney is a company that's run by the Kraft Group. Rand Whitney in Montville, Connecticut, where they make paper out there. They make it with steam, and then they generate electricity from that steam, and then they sell the electricity back to the town. They actually have it set up where if there's ever a major issue in the town, they can actually generate enough electricity to run that town for over a month. And that there's run right through them. So almost everything that we do throughout the entire Kraft organization, we're self-sufficient. When we had our last hurricane and the entire town of Foxborough was out of power, we still had power and we were operating here at the stadium. And we actually opened the building up for the residents of the town of Foxborough to come in, recharge their laptops, their computers, their phones, so that they can still stay in touch with the outside world. And they came in here because we generate our own electricity here. So this would be our pump room. So you have your wastewater on one side, you have your fresh water on the other side, and then our treatment plant. So any wastewater that comes here is then shipped down to our south retail area that we have behind the Olive Garden, and then we have our waste treatment plant that's run, and it's a bacteria treatment plant that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's actually run by Applied Water, and that's how we. And then we'll take that water and we recirculate it back here, and we use it for our toilet water and our wastewater that's here, and recycle it. It's constantly recycled. Kevin's our senior supervisor here in command. On game days, Zach is in here. On game days, Zach will be in here. I never told you what I do on a game day. I escort the visiting owner, so I'm actually considered part of the enemy when I'm here on a game day. Everybody thinks I'm actually with the visiting team. But Kevin's running us on day to day, and he's also in here on a game day, running the command center. Fred is out in the field usually, and Fred's job is to catch people doing things wrong around here. Just to give you a little, because I have to brag about the guys here. So early this morning, we had one of our gates that we have out by Bass Pro Shop got hit, and it did thousands of dollars worth of damage on it. And most people think that when you hit something and you can take off and you can get away with it. Kevin actually did an investigation on it and did the video review, and we are currently now getting all the driver's information thanks to Kevin. And the driver will pay for fixing for hitting that gate, so you don't get away with anything around here. There's cameras just about everywhere, and Kevin's really, really good at it. The whole team that's in here, they're real good at catching people doing things wrong. So some of the things other than just cameras, because the cameras are the security system that run through this building, is the locking system that we have. As you see as you're walking along, the card readers, they all run through this here system that's here. Kevin can remotely open and close doors. We can lock the building down. 24 hours prior to a game day, we are the only facility in the NFL that is Safety Act certified. We're the first ones to do it ourselves in-house. And so what we'll do is we'll lock this building 24 hours prior to a game. The building is completely locked down. We clear it. They come in, they make sure that there's no devices in here that could hurt anyone. The building is deemed safe. And at that point, anybody who enters this building, they have to go through archers, metal detectors. They get screened when they come in. We have a clear bag policy for workers that come in. When a worker comes in, their bag is to be inspected. It's clear. And then when the fans come in, they also go through the same screening process that we go through when they come in here. So if anything, God forbid, was ever to happen, the safest place to be is inside of this building. Because inside this building, that we did our job correctly, then nobody has anything that can hurt you inside of this building. So if you ever come to a game here, feel safe being inside of this building. The other things that run through this facility right here, this